Welcome, this is the Brewology Experience. I'm Doug.
And I'm Billy. And guys, today we're going to be talking about what started it all for us. Like, what was the first craft brew, you know, that we've had and like got us hooked. All right, so this is actually pretty interesting. It takes me back, you know, quite a few years. We were just at the liquor store, and we just like going up and down the aisles, and I was just like, Doug, I was like, this is what first got me started. Right?
Yeah.
And you're like right next to the beer that I chose was yours.
Was the one that got me started.
It was pretty funny. So
they were not the same beer.
So, no, they're not.
So you mean you weren't drinking craft beer like in college?
Oh yeah, sure.
What were you drinking in college?
Oh, that was the beast, man. Milwaukee's best.
Milwaukee's best.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to be classy because some of, you know, we drank Natty Light and stuff, but some of my friends drink this weird beer that called Samuel Adams Boston Lager, and I was like, this kind of tastes weird.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be like the one who drinks like the cheap beer, so I thought I was sophisticated with my Killian's Irish Red.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't like, actually. It didn't taste good to me.
It looked fancy.
It was darker.
Rich.
It didn't, you know, it wasn't like me with the Natty Ice or whatever.
No.
But then I found the beer that I liked. That was a craft beer. I didn't know what craft beer was.
Yeah.
I knew it was local because it was Boston.
Okay.
All right. That was as local as it was going to get, you know. And it came from a brewery that I think a lot of people know. And it's one of the oldest craft beers.
Which one is it?
Pull it out. All right. The beer that hooked me initially.
Let's see.
Harpoon IPA.
Yeah.
Which I would not even really call an IPA anymore, but back in the day, this was hoppy.
That's what got it started.
And this beer is, they call it an IPA, but it's really more like a pale ale. It's more malty than hoppy. I'm sure many people have tried this beer. It's only about 6% alcohol. Let's open it up and take a look.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking up here. It says established in 1986.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing it. Them and Sam Adams,
they were doing
it.
That's great.
Both in Boston, which is kind of an interesting thing. So let's pop this open.
Let's see what this is all about.
So this was it. This was it. This was like, oh yeah. And you can see the appeal too, because it's not much of a different color from like Miller Genuine Draft or something like that, right?
No, not at all.
It's the same kind of color.
You really, if you put them like next to each other, you really wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's
you
clear,
wouldn't know the difference.
Very clean.
Yeah.
You know, not much of a head on it. I mean, if I didn't know what it was, it looks like MGD.
Yeah, it does, absolutely.
But it doesn't smell like MGD.
Let's see.
So when you smell it, like a typical IPA, you'd smell a lot of hops. I don't get a lot of hops.
No, you don't get a lot of hops, but it smells good.
It's like a sweet maltiness to it.
All right.
Definitely, I think they still call it an IPA because they originally called it an IPA.
Right.
And this was about as hoppy as people could take at the time.
At first. Yeah, it's not like a regular, you know, IPA that, you know, we would drink now.
It's not bitter at all.
You know, but it's not bitter.
No.
No. It's got good flavor.
I couldn't even identify what hops are in it, actually. Because I'm getting all, like, the maltiness.
I can see how that can hook you.
That was my gateway beer, you know.
I like it.
To bridge the gap from beer I didn't even really like. I just drank it because people were drinking. Yeah,
Killian's to this. Yeah,
but then when I drank this, I was like, oh, okay. So, like, beer can have, like,
good flavor. It's like an awakening, right?
So I haven't had this particular beer in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, this is taking me back.
Yeah, see, that's good.
I still love Harpoon. I love going to Harpoon.
Right.
They still put out great beers, but I never get this one anymore.
No.
Kind of moved beyond it.
I think this is probably the first time I've ever had this one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had the Harpoon IPA.
And it's not really an IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still good. I would definitely drink this.
Oh yeah, you can drink this all day, especially on a nice day like today.
It's good.
All right, so Billy, what was your beer your gateway into craft beer?
All right, so my gateway, well, first in college, you know, it was the beast. You know, it was $7.99 for like a 24-pack.
Yeah.
So that's all we drank. So nothing crazy. But like after college, it was, you know, start getting into few more things, and that's when like Sam Adams was starting to get pretty big.
Yeah.
And what kind of got me was the cherry wheat. The cherry wheat from Sam Adams like hooked me like right away.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge departure from the beast.
Well, yeah, it was like drinking water, and then all of a sudden,
I mean, that's a lot of flavor. It's not.
It was big. It's big flavor.
It doesn't scream beer. Like if you're like a beer guy and like.
Yeah, but see, I wasn't.
Departure.
You know, like at college, am I drinking the beer just for the way it tastes? No, I didn't really care.
No,
you know,
there's one goal.
But this, but this was just like, hey, now this has got some flavor. Like this is beer. You know, so that's what hooked me. So we'll grab it.
All right.
It is the cherry wheat. It is the cherry wheat from Sam Adams. Okay, it's got a lot of flavor, and guys, I haven't had this in years.
I don't remember the last time I had it.
Years.
I think the last time I had it, they were including it in like a mix pack or something like that, and you got 2 of them.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm
open it up.
I'm ready.
All right. Like this is crazy. Like I can't remember the last time I had cherry wheat.
5.3 ABV. So if you notice, a lot of fruit-infused beers start with a wheat base. So cherry wheat, because the wheat grains enhance the fruit flavors. So this looks about like the same color as the Harpoon we were looking at.
Yeah.
You know?
A little more cloudy, I think.
Yeah, a little cloudy. It's not as clear. I can't see through it.
No, you can't see through it.
Because that's typical of a wheat beer. There's a lot more proteins in suspension in the...
I gotta smell it though. Oh man, smell that cherry?
It's like
that's like
just
crazy.
Cherry.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was the smell.
Yeah.
Really is what kind of got me. And then like it was just like, all right.
It doesn't smell like the beast.
Right? No, not at all. Oh yeah.
That's really good.
That's good.
Yeah, why don't I drink this more often?
I mean, that cherry just like pops out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the finish is like really dry.
It is dry.
Smells like a sweet cherry, but you don't get that sweetness on the finish. It's very dry.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to have another sip.
but this is what hooked me right here. You know, it's the cherry wheat. It's that, what a smell when you first smell it, and then as soon as you start drinking it, that nice cherry flavor.
Yeah.
You know, it was good, and ever since then it's been craft beer. You know, I've never really, gone back to like the Budweiser or the Miller or anything like that. You know, this has been it.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, more and more, breweries have been popping up.
Yep.
You know,
but I think we identified, like we kind of jumped on as it was taking off, because these are 2 of the pioneers in craft beer, especially Sam Adams.
Yeah.
I mean, that poor guy was trying to sell his beer out of the trunk of his car. I mean,
look where he is now. I mean, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And I'm the guy who takes the cherry off of the ice cream sundae.
Right.
Because like I don't really like the cherry.
But you'll drink this.
But this.
I love it. Love it.
It's awesome. The Harpoon got me started drinking craft beer. But it was a trip just like, I don't know, like 8-9 years ago to Cape Cod that got me interested in brewing beer and visiting breweries, because there weren't a lot of breweries to visit. Like we liked Sam Adams, but who would think of going to the brewery? That's not something that you did.
No.
You know.
No, not back then.
No.
We wouldn't think of it.
But anyway, so these people, Cape Cod Beer in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Their Cape Cod Red is the beer that got me interested in visiting breweries and drinking fresh beer. Because I mean, as you know, we're in New England. I was living in Massachusetts when I started drinking Harpoon and Sam Adams, so that was relatively fresh.
Yeah.
But the first time I ever had beer at the brewery was this beer. And I'll tell you, they passed around the grains, the malted grains that they used to brew the beer, and I ate some and crunched it, and then after I did that and I drank this beer, I could taste it. Really? I could taste the analog of those grains right in this beer, and it was life-changing.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like this is what beer is supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was crisp. And red ales are not very exciting,
Right.
typically, you know. They're like Killian's Irish Red, right? You know.
Hey, going back to your roots.
But this is not Killian's. I think that's another thing that really got me.
Yeah.
Like, this did not taste like Killian's. This tasted like fresh, crisp. There's some bitterness in there, but it's not hop bitterness. It's like malt bitterness.
Yeah.
You know, there's sweetness, but it's balanced with malt bitterness. I think we need to open it and drink it.
Hey, I'm all about it. And then you can't. Let me tell you cannot beat a fresh beer like at the brewery.
Oh, I
Right?
know.
I mean, you can't. You just can't do it.
Even bad beer, if it's fresh, is better than
Yeah. I agree.
good beer that's not fresh or something.
Something like that.
All right. Check this out. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
You
that
can see that
color.
red color. Wow.
So this at the time was their flagship,
is.
beer. You could only get it on Cape Cod. Many restaurants served it. I thought, this is their flagship. Like, this is kind of challenging for the average drinker. I mean, look how dark that
That is
is.
dark.
You know?
That is very dark. All right. So this is an amber ale,
Yep.
right? All right.
So no hops.
No.
I mean, there are hops in it, but you don't smell it on
You can't
the
smell
nose.
it. No.
But you can smell how crispy it's going to taste.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's got some flavor. That's really good.
And you don't think of a red as being exciting, but this is like crisp.
No.
Crisp is
really
the only
good.
word I can keep coming up with.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
that's a great word to use for this beer. It is very crisp. You know, and I'm not a big, like red ale, drinker.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't pick this up, but this has got some flavor to it.
I mean, if there's something more exciting on the tap list, I'm definitely going to go for that.
For that.
But this is a great red ale.
Yeah, it's not bad. And you know what? Going back to like the breweries, like, do you remember what year it was?
Oh,
Like
it was
when you
probably
went?
like 2010 or 11.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So not that far, like 8 years or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, talking about going to breweries,
Yep.
And trying the beers there. You never would have thought about that.
That's when I bought my first
You know?
growler was there too. I was
see,
like,
that's
oh,
cool.
I have to get some of this.
So we've come a long way,
Yeah.
with that kind of stuff. But hey, this amber ale from Cape Cod Beer, on point, man. I like it.
So in the comments under this video, we really want to find out what gateway beer was your beer that got you into craft beer. You don't have to put a picture if you don't have a picture, but if you have a picture of yourself drinking it, that'd be great. But just let us know, what was your gateway beer? What was it that crossed you into being interested in craft beer?
Yeah.
Even if you're just getting into it.
Could be anything. That's it.
All right.
Cheers,
Cheers, man.
Cheers, guys.